Assalamualaikum and hi. So in this video we're going to discuss about the external device and input and output modulus. But before we start, I want to introducing my team members. For the first, my name is NURUL binti SHAMSUDDIN.
My name is SYARIZA binti SAKERI.
My name is Muhammad FATULLAH bin Muhammad FAISALL.
My name is ADILAH SOFIYA.
External device is peripheral device that connect to the computer system to provide additional functionality or serve a specific purpose. For input and output modulus are the component within a computer system that manage the flow of data between the center processing unit, CPU, and the external device.
The impact of external device and input-output modules extend far beyond mere hardware connections. They are the conduits through which users engage with the digital realm, and their seamless integration enhance the capabilities of the computer system, making them versatile, interconnected, and indispensable tools in various domains of modern life. Okay, now I'd like to present about the input device. Input device are essential components of computer system that allow user to provide data and commands to the computer. Various types of input design serve a different purpose, catering to diverse user needs. Here are several types of input device and their significance in user interaction. The first one is keyboard. Significance for keyboards are fundamental input device that allows user to enter alphanumeric numbers, characters, and special symbols. They play a crucial role in text entry, programming, and issuing commands to the computer. And the second one is mouse. Mice provide a pointing device for user to interact with graphical user interface. They are essential for navigating through screen, selecting item, and interacting with graphical element in a way that is intuitive and efficient.
Output device. An output device is a hardware component that facilitates the transfer of data from a computer to an external device or user. Typically, these devices are designed for human usage and convert the processed information into various forms such as audio, visual display, or even tangible outputs like printed documents. Here are several types of output device. Firstly, a monitor. A monitor is an electronic display device that shows the data or media being input and processed on a computer. Its main function is to present visual content such as image, text, video, and graphic elements are created by the computer's graphic processing unit. Secondly, printer. Printers' primary function is to produce a physical copy of digital information originating from a computer. When instructed by the computer, the printer converts electronic data into a tangible printout. In essence, it transfers the digital realm to the physical world, allowing users to hold a printed document as a permanent record of easy reference.
So we continue to talk about the types of I/O modulus. So basically, I/O modulus are an essential part of computer architecture. They are responsible for transferring data between the CPU and external device. And there are three types of I/O modulus, which is programmed I/O. Is one of the I/O technique other than the interrupt driving I/O and direct memory access (DMA). The programmed I/O was the most simple types of I/O technique for the exchange of data and any types of communication between the processor and external device. With programmed I/O, data are exchanged between the processor and the I/O module. The processor executes a program that gives it direct control of the I/O operation, including sensing device status, sending a read or write command, and transferring the data. When the processor issues a command to I/O module, it must wait until the I/O operation is complete. I also include the pictures of programmed I/O mode input data transfer. Interrupt driving I/O is an internal scheme dealing with I/O. Interrupt I/O is a way of controlling input or output activities whereby an peripheral or terminal that needs to make or receive a data transfer sends a signal. This will cause a program interrupt to be set at the time appropriate to the priority level of I/O interrupt relative to the total interrupt system. The processor enter an interrupt service routine. The function of routine will depend upon the system of interrupt levels and priorities that is implemented in the processor. The interrupt technique require more complex hardware and software, but make far more efficient use of computers' time and capacities. And there's the pictures of simple interrupt processing. Direct memory access, or we call it SDMA. Difference from programmer I/O and interrupt driving I/O. Direct memory access is a technique for transferring data within mains memory and external device without passing it through the CPU. DMA is a way to improve processor activities and I/O transfer rate by taking over the jobs of transferring data from processor and letting the processor to do other tasks. This technique overcomes the drawbacks of other two I/O techniques, which are the time-consuming process when issuing command for the data transfer and tie up the processor in data transfer, while the data processing is neglected. It is more efficient to use the DMA method when large volume of data has to be transferred. For the DMA to be implemented, processor has to share its system bus with the DMA module. Therefore, the DMA module must use the bus only when processor does not need it, or it must force the processor to suspend operations temporarily. The latter technique is more common to be used, and it is referred to as cycle stealing.
Now is input and output modulus for the communication. Input and output modules for the communication is the module play to the current role in the enable communication between device in the computer system. They facilitate to the exchange of the data between the central processing unit (CPU) and the various external devices. Here's some example for input and output modulus for communication. For the first is external storage. Input and output modulus is a USB controller and SATA controller. For the communication, that connect external hard disk to the computer, and USB or SATA controller is communicate between the CPU and the storage device, allowing to transfer data and storage. Second is video streaming. Input and output modulus is graphic card and network interface card and IC. For the communication is the graphic card processing and display video data, while the NIC handle communication with streaming server over the internet, enabling to smooth video streaming.
To sum up, in today's computing world, external device and input-output modulus are super important. They help connect the digital world of computers to the real world we live in. This component make sure that our computing system can do more than just process information. They also enhance how easy it is to use them and how useful they are in general. Without this part, our computers will be pretty limited in what they could do.
External device and I/O modulus are integral component that enables connectivity, expansions, and improve user interact in the ever-evolving landscape of technology. Their importance extends across various domains, from consumer electronic to industrial automations, contributing to the development of more interconnected, adaptable, and user-centric technology solutions.